Well, I woke up at 2 a.m. and the power is out. So now I gotta fire up a generator in order to try to save the baby chicks that just went in the barn. Things are a little bit more difficult when you're a homesteader. Uh, we have power. Now to hook up the heat lamps. So I got two heat lamps on. Now to get the other room going. So in here, looks like there is probably going to be some losses here in this one, but let me get the chicks distributed back in the other one. Yeah, so I need to distribute them over to this other light. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now I gotta drain this, just the pipe portion of this mother of all chicken water, because I typically have a pump that circulates the water. I might have to break the seal on the other side if I feel like it's creating a siphon. This is where I need to open it up to let air in so it doesn't create a siphon. Now let's see if this... And I'm really glad that I redesigned this, because this ends up being the lowest point in the system. So I turn it one way, and I turn it the other way to let out water from both sides of the system. So then that PVC pipe, which if I left it like that, would freeze and bust because it's 30 degrees out. Okay, so I've taken care of the baby chicks. Now to try to fire up another generator for the incubator. Well, and just like that, the power went back on. So, never fails. But anyways, it's good to know what to do in a situation like this. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll get the other extension cord hooked up. And then that way, if the power does go out again, the generator's already in place. I'll be able to hook things up. One thing I did not realize is how blessed I am with heavy duty long extension cords. This is why it's good to have a plan when the power goes out, to think it through. I didn't really have a plan. I just knew to focus on save the most farm life, and most recently that was 130 baby chicks that just arrived today, and it's 30 degrees out. Then my secondary priority was firing the incubator back up and running. So yeah, it's 2 a.m. Actually, it's probably 3 a.m. by now. But that's life of a homesteader, is you gotta plan and then you gotta improvise. And so tonight was a little bit of improvising. But it's good to know that, you know, I'm able to get by without the power being on. So we have like an old exhaust access on the outside, and so I was able to run the extension cord into here, and then I'll run the other extension cord over to where the incubator is if the power happens to go out again. So incubator's back on, 68% humidity, and then 95.1 temperature. As that temperature increases, that humidity should go down. So everything is back hooked up to the grid, and I just have all the extension cords positioned where they need to be if the power goes out again. Now I did have to do some swaps between the other room and this room because there was some chicks that were pretty cold, so I got them on a warming plate in the bigger brooder. Hopefully thaw them out and have them resurrect. We'll see what the numbers are in the morning.